My son, you have not yet understood your purpose. You have only begun to comprehend your power. Follow me, and I will complete your training.
Dad, calm down, have some coffee. Let's just watch a new review instead.
Hello everyone! Quite unexpectedly for me, and I think for you as well, M5Stack rolled out an update to what I dare to call their most popular product line. And trust me, there is a lot to talk about here. On your screen right now is the M5Stack StickS3. You might be seeing a gadget like this for the first time and thinking,
what the hell is even that?
So let me briefly explain what it actually is. This is a development board, basically a microcontroller with a set of built-in modules and sensors that the user can control using software they write themselves. You can program it in several programming languages, and you can also connect additional modules and sensors to expand its functionality. Besides writing your own code, there is also ready-made firmwares that are easy to flash onto the device and use to solve all kinds of tasks. If we simplify it to the maximum abstraction level, this is essentially an Arduino with built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, sensors and a display. And it even has its own Play Market, or App Store if you prefer, where you can install ready-to-use apps. It's called M5 Burner, and technically there's not the only place you can install apps from, but those are details. This thing can be used for a huge range of applications: learning programming, smart home control, for example via ESP Home or Home Assistant, like a pen testing tool with firmwares like Bruce, and now it can even act as your personal AI assistant, serving as a terminal for large language models queries using firmware like Xiaozhi, and so on. There are tons of boards like this out there, and that's exactly what, and not only what, I talk about on this channel. So please subscribe, hit like, and let's take a look at what's new in the StickS3. After it arrived, the first thing that caught my attention was its size. Using my ultra-precise plastic caliper, at the sight of which metrologists faint, I measured and compared the StickS3 and the S3. The length and width stayed the same, however the thickness increased by 1.5 mm. There is also a difference in weight. According to the documentation, the new stick gained 3 grams. In practice, this doesn't change much, but it clearly hints that something new appeared inside. So let's find out what exactly. First of all, the main button is now a separate element, and it feels nicer to press. One side button stayed the same as on a StickS3, while the second side button on the opposite side is now noticeably larger and much more comfortable to use. The biggest visible change is the expansion port on the top. It's now a dual row, meaning the number of pins has doubled. That significantly increased the number of possible expansion modules. I dare to assume that the compact LoRa module for Matchbox-Sized stick, for example, will be one of the first to appear. Will it be compatible with older HEP-type modules? Yes, with some exceptions. HEP Mini Joy-C, HEP Mini Encoder-C and HEP 8650C are structurally incompatible and won't fit the new stick. Please keep that in mind. Another immediately noticeable change, besides the ER transmitter, there is now also an ER receiver, and that's awesome, because it can both send and receive signals right out of the box. For any pentesting firmware like Bruce, which I personally consider the top firmware for turning the stick into a pentesting device, this is huge. I'm confident a port for the StickS3 will appear literally in the coming days. This is the game changer, because previously we had to craft custom expansion boards, like the Pirata board we made for a StickS3. Now that's no longer necessary. The old stick only had a transmitter. Here we get everything for infrared built in. Very cool. Alright, enough talking, let's crack this poor thing open. First, I peeled off all the stickers, and under one of the side ones there was another sticker. Good thing I didn't yank it off too hard, because it turned out to be the antenna, glued to the side panel. After removing the screws from the back cover and releasing the top clips, I opened it. Using a guitar pick, I carefully detached the antenna, because if you damage it, 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi and Bluetooth low energy connectivity is gone. Once everything was out, it became clear that the internals are nothing like its predecessor. The expansion pins along with the infrared components, speaker and amplifier are now on a separate flex cable. The display is also connected via a different connector, meaning the 8-pin display mode we used on the StickS3 will not fit here. To cram in more functionality, they clearly had to ditch the old connectors and the PCB antenna used in the previous stick, which makes sense, because the speaker now takes up quite a bit of space. On the board we see the new ESP32S3 Pico, now equipped with 8 MB of PSRAM, which is 4 times more than the previous stick. This amount of memory is essential for machine learning modules and quantized neural networks. Performance has also increased. I quickly wipe-coded a benchmark with DeepSeek to measure floating point math performance and ran it on both the old and the new stick. The results are on your screen now. Next to the main chip is the ES8311 stereo codec, which finally allows the StickS3 to talk and play music. Previously, we only had a simple buzzer. Now we also get a full BMI 270 gyro accelerometer EMU combo. Power management is handled by a dedicated PY32 controller, and you can feel it immediately. To turn the stick on or off, you now need 2 short button presses. At this point, the internal design feels closer to a smartphone motherboard. There's more modularity, and disassembling is now a bit trickier. Let's put everything back together. This is noticeably harder than with the old stick, so be careful to not crush the display when tightening it back up. And once again, watch the antenna. It's very easy to rip off by accident. As for now, popular firmwares from the StickS3 haven't yet been ported on the StickS3, so I think the orange stick isn't losing relevance anytime soon. However, the Xiaojie AI assistant is already available in the market, I mean M5 burner. I've talked about it in previous videos. So let's test it right away. Okay, introduce yourself.
Hi there. I'm StickS3, your personal AI assistant with a wicked sense of humor. I'm here to make your life easier and more enjoyable, whether you need help with tasks or just want to share a laugh. What can I do for you today?
Okay, tell me a joke.
Sure thing. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Want to hear another one?
You can reconfigure its role and language model and see how it handles different tasks. So overall, in my opinion, the StickS3 is a worthy successor to the orange stick. Over time, it will get a wide range of applications and expansion modules, both official and community made. I'll keep you posted. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and press like. And I'll see you very soon in the next video.